Greetings and salutations to you all. Once again, it is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and this is a pickups video. And I have a nice little stack here, so I'll talk about each one. Some of them I played, some of them I haven't. But obviously there was things I heard about them, so that was a reason for me wanting to get them in the first place. But the first thing I'm going to start with here is related to games, but it's not a game, and that is a clearance mug that I got at GameStop, whatever the hell you want to call it. And that is a Wind Waker Heroes Shield mug that I got from GameStop. It was on clearance for $10, as a matter of fact. Comes in a nice little cool box here. And I actually have been wanting to get more nerdy and geeky and gaming related type of stuff. I mean, I have like an ass load of gaming shirts and whatnot, so I kind of wanted to expand it out into that a little bit more. And as you can see, it looks really cool. It looks really awesome, without a doubt. The only thing is this. They really messed up with making this mug. Even though it looks really cool, get this. It says this on the bottom. Do not microwave. Cold liquids only. Hand wash only. So you can't put it in a washing machine. You can't put it in a dishwasher. You can't have hot cocoa in it or any type of hot coffee or anything like that. You know, GTA San Andreas, hot coffee. But you can't have any of that, which blows balls. And it's just like, well, what the hell? I might as well just go ahead and use it to put pens in it, because I've known people to put pens and pencils inside of cups and whatnot, you know, just so they can store them. But you can put cold liquids in it and stuff like that, and I guess I could put iced coffee in it and whatnot. But I didn't know this until after I got it, because it's on the bottom. It's on the bottom. That's a great way to just rip people off and just pull the wool over your eyes. You don't know what the hell you got to put. Because when you look at this mug, you're like, oh, I'm going to put hot, tea in it. I'm going to put coffee in it. I'm going to put whatever the hell I want to in it. Bourbon or arsenic or what the hell ever. But no, apparently there must be some type of paint or something that may be in this thing. If you put something hot in it, you'll drink it, it'll poison you, and you'll probably end up in the hospital or die. I don't know why in the hell they ended up making this like this. If I'd have known this, I never bought the damn thing. I'd have saved my $10. So the only thing I can put in it is either cold liquids. Have to hand wash it, which I don't have a dishwasher anyways. I'd have to hand wash it, or and can't put anything hot in it. So I mean, it does look really cool. I mean, yeah, it looks really cool. And it's all shiny and shit. Maybe that shiny shit is the thing that would poison you if you ended up putting a hot liquid in it. God almighty. I swear. But, yeah, maybe that was another reason why it went on clearance, so they probably might have known about that. But it's in a cool box, and it's a cool mug and whatnot. It just really sucks that whoever in the hell is stupid enough to make a mug, it's a mug! You put coffee, hot tea, hot whatever, in a mug. Not just cold stuff, you idiots. Think about that next time you want to put out a mug or whatever, anything like that. Hot and cold, not just cold. Anyways, I'm going to shut up with that now, because I ranted about it for almost 3.5 minutes. The first game, I should say, that I'm going to talk about is actually a game I got today. I'm really big into Diablo type of games and whatnot, and that is Vikings! The Wolves of Midgard. Yeah, it's basically a Diablo clone. I actually have it on my screen right now playing it. Actually, really liking it so far. Really cool Diablo clone. It has that text right there on the front. I'm not going to rant about it, but it's got that text up there, which I fucking hate. Includes digital soundtrack and digital art book. Always with the digital shit. Can't give me a fucking physical art book and a physical soundtrack. It has to be freaking digital. Oh, but no, I go and look on YouTube, and I go and see in other countries where they end up getting the physical version, they got like a poster, they got like, I guess, a full-blown instruction booklet, and like a soundtrack, and all this stuff. And what do we get? Digital bullshit! God! But anyways, from what I've played so far, it is fun. If you guys are into Diablo at all, look at that, that's just badass. That's a badass cover right there, except for that godforsaken text on the front that shouldn't be on there. And you know the ones that I'm talking about. That little quote right there that I don't give a shit about. And this up here, you could have put it inside or put it on plastic or a sticker or something. Not inside the damn case! Anyways, we'll move on to the next game now. I already made a review on this, so if you guys are interested, go and check out my review, and that is for Mass Effect Andromeda. To put it short and simple, I like the game. I love the game. It's been the only game that I've really been playing besides branching out a little bit with Neo. Yeah, I said Neo. You guys know my stances on whole Dark Souls and Demon Souls and all that, Bloodborne and all that shit. But I'll get to that. But anyways, it is fun. It is awesome. The only problem that I have is the glitches and the bugs, which over time that'll be patched, which it shouldn't have been patched in the first place. It should have been fixed before it was released, or they should have had a day one patch, even though I hate patches, to release at the beginning of the freaking day one patch, so I won't have to deal with this shit. So anyways, the fact is besides that, and nothing's been game breaking for me. It's still an awesome game. You know, if you're into the Mass Effect series, if you were into the original trilogy, go get it. It's just been like a blood in the water deal with this game. It's been under the microscope like crazy. You know, I guess one of the things that people really had kind of forgotten is the fact that, honestly, the first 3 games in the series, they were glitchy. They were janky. They were. And they still got high scores, and people still loved them. So I don't understand why it's such a big to-do about this. Maybe because, oh, it's a new trilogy that should be coming out. Oh, it's on new hardware now. We're expecting this and expecting that. I just think gamers expect way too much nowadays. I mean, the gaming landscape has changed, and while it doesn't make it right that they released the game in this situation, this predicament, this state, it's still the fact that I just think that gamers nowadays, it seems like they just expect way too much, and if it isn't exactly what they expect, they just jump on it like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat, basically. And it really gets to me. For example, also, think about it like, say, for example, Fallout 4. That game is glitchy as hell, but it got high scores, and people love it. Or the Elder Scrolls series, and I love both of those series. Got high scores. It's glitchy as hell. You know, I mean, was people bitching about it before then? No, they weren't. Probably as they were playing it, they might say something, but still, they were praising it. They liked it. All of that. That's the same thing with Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a great game, and so if you can look by the bugs and the glitches, I haven't ran into anything game-breaking, and I'm hoping that I won't. And I hope they release a freaking patch sometime soon. But seriously, look through all the bullshit, look through all the trolls and everything, and just realize, honestly, it is a great game. It is really good. It's been the main thing that I've been playing since I ended up getting it. So, on to the next one here, and that is Prototype, the Biohazard bundle, which is the first game and the second game in the series. I had played very little of the second game. I had played most of the first game, and back on PS3, I got the second one like for free through PlayStation Plus. It was alright. Didn't really get into it too much, but I played the first one and really liked it, even though it seemed like it was pretty hard at some points. But honestly, you know, it's an open world game. You go around, you're infected, you go and eat people and kill people and creatures and stuff and run across buildings and do all this other crazy stuff, and the stories are weird and nuts and all this other stuff. And apparently the main character in the second game, I should say the word fuck a lot, you know, and it's crazy. But anyways, it's another action open world game, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot again. So I have, and honestly, I've been liking it so far. The next one here on the list is Neo, and I know I mentioned so many times before about the Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that, but honestly, it's kind of crazy. Even though I haven't spent much time with this, I actually like this better than I do the Dark Souls or Bloodborne series or Demon Souls or anything like that. It's crazy to think. It really is. You know, it's like coming from a different developer or publisher or whatever, and even though it still kind of follows those same formulas dealing with those games, I like this better because it just seems that there's something about it that kind of just pulls me in. I can't play it through marathon sessions, trust me, otherwise I probably would headbutt my TV, you can't wrap nothing, they're wireless. Take the controller and throw it through the wall and, you know, drop kick the window out or something, because I would get really frustrated with it. But the fact is, honestly, I'm enjoying what I'm doing so far. I can only do a little bit at a time before I have to go to something else, because once I die, I'm like, okay, I need to take a break, and then I'll come back again, you know, to revitalize my strategy within my brain cage kind of thing. The next one we got here is Shin Megami Tensei 4. Yeah. 4. Yeah, I guess that's 1. Whatever. I ain't got the Roman numerals in my brain today. But anyways, I played very little of this, but heard really good things about it. Never really been a huge fan of the Shin Megami Tensei series, but I played Nocturne, and I played some other ones, you know. They got the Digital Devil Saga, which obviously it's basically kind of part of that in a ways. You know, you got the Persona series and things like that, but I've played very little of the series, but I've heard good things about this, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a shot. So lo and behold, that's what I'm doing. I haven't really gotten too far into it. The next one I got is actually another Shin Megami Tensei game, and that is Devil Survival Overclocked. And apparently this is supposed to be a remake of, I guess it was a game that came out on DS or something, like a remake, remastered version or something like that. Haven't even gotten a chance to play it yet, but I've heard good things about it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And by the way, these pickups and things that you're seeing right now, besides Vikings and Mass Effect, these are the ones that I actually ended up getting from all the trading credit that I had mentioned in my previous video. The next one here is Conception 2. It's Conception. It's about the sexy stuff. But not really. Well, I don't know. But I haven't really played much of it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. And it also ends up coming with a little digital sound, not digital. Oh, it comes with a physical one. Fancy that. But I guarantee you this thing is only a sample soundtrack if I can get the damn thing out. It's only 10 tracks right there, and I haven't even listened to it yet. But it's a weird JRPG, apparently, with dealing with, like, you being able to meet up with these other women and date them, and they have children with you, and you're able to like use them in battle or something like that. I don't really know. I've only seen some footage of it. Haven't dove into it or played it just yet. But I've heard some good things about it, you know. And I'm kind of a quirky person when it deals with certain JRPGs, and just kind of want to give it a shot. Anyways, the next one we got here is actually on the original PlayStation, and that is Ninja Shadow of Darkness. Had a friend of mine who actually was playing this quite a bit back when, years ago in the early 2000s or whatever. Saw him playing it, really liked it. I think I played a demo of it and I liked it, but I never had a chance to buy it or try it out for myself or anything like that. And I've heard that, you know, knowing this is back in the PlayStation era, some things at that point in time in terms of controls, at least with action games like this, weren't really on par. So I've heard like it can be hard as balls at times, but then again, it's still fun or interesting. And I mean, I only got it for like a few dollars anyway, so I said, you know what? It's the only real way for me to have a chance to dive into it, to give it a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a go. The next one I got here is Netto Breaker on PlayStation 2. Heard good things about it, heard bad things about it. But from the footage that I've seen, I haven't played it yet, but from the footage that I've seen, it seems like it'll be really awesome, and I want to give it a shot, and it was only a few dollars, so fuck it, that's what I'm going to do. And the next one that we got here, I can't talk today, is Tales of Vesperia. I love the Tales of series. This is an amazing game. I used to have this back when I had my original Xbox 360 before I ended up getting a Slim, and I was going into a boss battle or something, and it just died on me. Now, this was the Xbox 360 that I had that red ringed on me, and I never went back to the game. I never did. I got rid of the system. I sold the game. I was mad. You know, and finally when I got a Slim again, I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and get back into this again. It released on PlayStation 3, and even though I have a PlayStation 3, it was only released in Japan on PlayStation 3. So, anyways, definitely looking forward to diving back into this one again. The next one we got, might as well put them side by side, is Crackdown 1 and 2. Never really gave them a shot, honestly. Never really played them, seen footage of them. But it's an open world action type of game series, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I know I'm kind of rushing through these a bit because, well, I don't really have too much to say about these because I haven't really had a chance to play them yet because I've been doing other things and playing other things. And the next one I got here is 99 Nights on 360. I've heard positive and negative about this, but from what I've seen, and no one only got it for like a couple dollars, I said, hell, might as well go ahead and do it, you know, because some of these only got for like a few dollars. So, you know, why not? You know, better than a sharp stick in the ass. And the next one I got here is Battle of Middle-earth 2, which is a game that I've really been wanting to play with the Lord of the Rings series. You know, you guys know I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Even though it's a strategy game, I'm not a big fan of strategy games, but I figure, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. And sure enough, I am. And when I get the chance to do it, I'm going to go ahead and try it out and see how everything works for me. But knowing all the footage and things that I've seen, it seems like something that I would really enjoy, even though it's in the strategy realm. It's Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, you know what? Got to go ahead and give it a shot, because I've been waiting to play it for a long time now. Next one I got here is Prey. Heard good things about it, heard bad things about it. First-person shooter. Don't really know too much about it. Seen footage of it. Can't wait to give it a shot. I know I'm rushing through this. It's probably the fastest one that I've ever done, but I don't really know what to say about some of these. Next one I got here is Too Human. Got good. I've heard good things, heard bad things. Played a little bit of it before. I'm big into Viking mythology, so I figured, you know what the hell, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a shot. Again, even though I played very little of it when I first had it on my first 360, which shitted out on me with the freaking Red Ring of Death bullshit. And so I only got this for a couple dollars, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this old splunkity-doo, hippity-doo playthrough myself and give it more of a shot this time around. But anyways, I need to go ahead and end this now. I want to go ahead and get that out of the way so you guys can see all the pickups and things that I've done. So, all well and good. So, later, taters!